Hello, and welcome to a beginner's guide on how to buy the offices and warehouses you'll need for the import and export missions in GTA 5 Online. I recommend finishing all the heists either as the heist leader or heist crew member before doing this to easily earn all the money you'll need to get started. So here are the prices of the things you'll need. The offices range from $1 million to $4 million. The smaller warehouses hold 16 special cargo, and they range from $250,000 to $400,000. The medium warehouses, which will hold 42 crates, range from $880,000 to $1,017,000. The large warehouses that will hold 111 crates range from $1,900,000 to $3.5 million. You'll want to also have an extra about $150,000 for costs of the cargo and other costs you might have for ammo or vehicles, things like that. And I'll get into that later. So to start off, I recommend that you have at least $1,400,000. If you start off with $2 million, it'll help cover other expenses. Just the more money, the better, because there's other things that you might want to upgrade, or you might want to save some money for other things like vehicles or apartments or things like that. Later, you'll want the vehicle warehouse so you can do vehicle cargo, and that will cost you $1.5 million to $2,850,000. So when you buy that, you'll want at least $1.6 million just so you can cover vehicle damages, and I'll get into that later as well. Okay, so to buy the offices, you go to your phone, you click Internet, click Money and Services, go to Dynasty 8 Real Estate, click Dynasty 8 Executive, and then click Enter Site. So here are your options. Start at the cheapest one, which is Maze Bank West, $1 million. I know, cheap. The second cheapest one is Arcadius Business Center. Then there's Lombeck West and Maze Bank Tower at $4 million. So here's the thing about them. They're all the exact same. They all have these garages that you can buy. They're extra money. They're all the exact same in each building. They all hold 60 cars, or up to 60 cars. You buy different floors for them. They're all the exact same. So I would buy the cheapest one because it doesn't make any difference. You still earn the same amount of money as you would in a more expensive office. So to buy it, I'm going to use this as an example. If you want a fancier one, and you have the money, buy the other ones. It's fine. Just click buy, and then you can choose your decor. There's different themes and stuff. They add money on the right here, as you can see. So this one's the default, and then each one adds a different amount. Personnel, female, male, doesn't matter. They both do the same thing. Organization name. I think this is what other people will see, so name it something you want to actually name it. Font doesn't matter. It's just what it'll look like on the wall. Color, same thing, just what it looks like on the wall. Gun locker is the only actual useful thing, except maybe accommodation. So gun locker allows you to customize your gun inventory, like when you're out in free mode just doing stuff. So I'll show you that later. It's the only actual useful thing, in my opinion. It's an extra $500,000 though, so I'll show you what it does later. If you don't think you need it, don't buy it. You can add any of these later after you buy it. Safe, completely useless, just looks cool, I guess. Accommodation, a place where you can sleep, and living quarters, pretty useless. If you have extra money, go ahead, buy it. But when you're done, just click this, click buy again, and you'll buy it. So if you want a garage attached to your office, it's extra money, so you'll have to go to Money and Services, back to Dynasty 8, Executive, Enter Site, and then click on the office you bought, which should be green, and then the garage icon will pop up here, And then what you want to do is click buy from. Once you click it, a menu will show up and give you some options for each floor. Interior just changes how it looks. The simple one, same price. Each one adds a little extra. Lighting, change how the lighting looks, of course. Any other lighting than default will cost extra. Signage just shows what the floor numbers will look like. And as you can see, each higher tier costs extra money. Second garage floor, if you want more floors, so right now it'll fit 20 cars. If you add a second, it'll hold 40 cars. You can change all the same settings as before. Third, we'll be able to hold 60 cars, and that's the maximum. You can change all the same things with this one too. The custom auto shop, it does the same thing as LS Customs. If you don't have that much money, you don't need the garage, especially if you already have a garage, like a separate garage, or your apartment has a garage already. But if you do want some space, I would just start with the first garage floor. If you clicked on stuff to just look at it, you can just click remove on each of them to remove them, and then you'll only buy this. And then when you want to buy it and you've set everything how you want it, just click buy, and then it'll show you what you picked, and if that all looks good, you can click buy. Of course, you can always add more floors or renovate later. So here's the office. Once you've bought it, you can go into your interaction menu and scroll down to SecuroServ. Click it and click register as the CEO. It'll say you're now the CEO. Now if you go back to the interaction menu, you can click SecuroServ CEO and you have a bunch of options. Hire associates. If there are other players, you can click that and invite them to your organization to help you with jobs and import-export missions, things like that. Management lets you change stuff like the name, but it'll cost $250,000. Style, just how everyone looks. None will just keep whatever their default player clothing is. Friendly fire, it just changes whether they can shoot each other. Formation flying assist, if you had other associates, then you could use this, and this will show you all the associates. You can just manage them individually. If you go back and scroll down to VIP work, these are little like missions you can launch with your associates against other players or against NPCs and stuff. VIP challenges are pretty much the same. CEO abilities just lets you do stuff like request a helicopter, drop bull shark, ammo, armor. This will hide your organization and all your crates and every member from the map, and this will bribe the police and get rid of any wanted levels. And if you had associates, you could spectate them with this. CEO vehicles lets you spawn in vehicles. If you own them, you can do it for free. I own a buzzard like through Pegasus, so it's free. So when I click it, it'll instantly spawn a helicopter for me. There's 3 ways to get into your office. The first one is flying up to it with a helicopter, and then it'll give you a prompt saying press whatever button to land in your office. If you press that, it'll automatically land you and put you in your office. The next way is, like, if you don't have a helicopter, you can just walk up to the door to this little blue circle and it'll put you in your office. And if you have a garage, you can just drive into it with a car, and it just works like any other garage. So if you bought the garage, this is what it'll look like. Your cars will just be parked in here just like any other garage. I only bought the first floor, and each floor has different levels. So this is 1A, here's 1B, and if you had more cars, it would just start being parked here and up here. If you have multiple floors, you can walk up to the elevator and it'll give you an option to go to each different garage floor. You can also go straight to your office. by clicking Office. This is the interior of the office. This is where your logo will go, however you chose to show it. There's a few like mini games and other stuff throughout the office, but this part is the most important part that you'll be using most of the time. If you bought a gun safe, you could go up to this wall and click whatever it prompts you to click. You'll open it up and now you can customize your loadout. So if you go to a tab and you click show on these and you go back, you can see that I have these in my inventory. But let's say we don't want these since they're kind of useless. You can go back to it and then scroll to pistols, get rid of these two again, and they're gone. This is useful if you don't want a bunch of random guns that you'll never use flagging up your inventory. So like you could have one gun only, so that when you go to get it, it'll just automatically equip the one that you want. This is what you'll probably be using most. Just press whatever it prompts you to do to sit down, and then it'll prompt you again, and click that to access the computer. The computer is what you'll use to do the import-export missions. So just click login and you'll get three options. Vehicle cargo and special vehicle work will be locked until you start doing special cargo. So the only option that should be available right now is this one. These red arrows, these all show all the warehouses you don't have. They should all be red if you haven't bought any yet. At the top, I would click small, and then these will show you the small warehouses. These ones fit 16 crates and they're the cheapest. So these are what you should start out with. This one is the cheapest at $250,000. So if you don't have that much money, I would buy this one, the convenience store lockup. To buy it, you just click buy warehouse and then confirm. Once you've bought it, it should turn green and then you can click on it. It'll show you where it is, the size, and how much cargo it can hold, and how much value of cargo it has already in it. Since I have 2 crates, it's $22,000. If you buy 1 crate at a time, it's $2,000 per crate. 2 crates is $4,000 per crate, and 3 crates it's $6,000 per crate. So with 1 crate at a time, you'll get the most profit. I buy 2 crates at a time. It gives me less profit, but it's a lot faster. So I'm going to do that. If you don't have that much money, I recommend buying 1 crate. So you click buy and confirm, and it'll start a mission. So if you walk up to the elevator, you'll get a few options. If you have a garage, it'll say office garage, and you can go to the garage. You could also just exit to ground, exit to roof, and exit via vehicle. You can choose a Pegasus vehicle to just instantly teleport into and leave. It'll cost a little bit of money each time though. Since I only have the buzzard, I can click this and then it'll say, are you sure? Click it again. It'll subtract $500 from my account and put me in the helicopter. But it's pretty useful because it's faster than, a car or walking, of course. All of them are different, so this one, you just follow the green crate on the map and pick it up. Sometimes it'll say to go to a location, like a yellow dot or something. Other times it'll say to kill someone to get the crate. It's just different every time, so just follow what it prompts you to do. So now it says law enforcement seized the goods, so now I have to go stop this van and steal it. So I'm going to steal the van here and drive out. So if the police are after you, the easiest way to get rid of them is go to contacts, scroll to Lester, call him, get him to remove wanted level. It'll cost, however, it might cost $400 or $600, but it's worth more than losing the $8,000 that you spent on the cargo if they kill you or destroy the cargo. Other players can see your cargo on the map and they can destroy it and get money and RP. So you just have to be careful for other players since you can only do these on public lobbies. Again, I'm just going to follow the prompts that it tells me to do, which is take the medical supplies to the warehouse. So I'm at the warehouse. I just drive it into the yellow circle and it'll automatically put it in the warehouse. You can walk up to this laptop, press whatever button it prompts you to press, and it'll show you a bunch of information. Over here it shows you how many crates you have. Over here there are 3 options to sell the crates. 4 crates, 2 crates, 1 crate. 1 crate sells for $10,000 and 4 crates sells for $52,000. So the more crates you have, the more profit you'll earn. So I would wait until it's full, 16 crates, to sell all of them, and you'll get like $200,000 or $300,000. So just as an example, I'm going to sell 4 crates at a time. If you have a lot of crates, it might prompt you saying you need 1 or more associates or 2 or more associates. That just means there'll be multiple vehicles. So I recommend getting other associates just so other players don't destroy your other vehicles while you're delivering the first one. Plus, you have a 30-minute time limit, so if you run out of time, you won't be able to sell all the crates. Just click confirm, and it'll start a mission. So just like the buy missions, you should just follow what it says, whatever it prompts you to do. This one it says enter the boat, so excuse me. So we're going to sell it through a boat. Sometimes it's with a truck, or sometimes it's through a plane. Just follow what it says to do. They're all pretty straightforward. Sometimes you might have to fight off enemies or something like that, but they're all pretty much just pick up a vehicle, deliver the crates, and you're done. So I'm at the boat. I'm going to climb in and drive it. So once you get in the vehicle, a global signal will count down. Now, if there are any other players in the session, they can see your cargo. So again, you're just going to follow the prompt. It says deliver the special cargo to drop off. So you just have to be careful because you can lose a lot of money from other players destroying your stuff. If there are enemies, just, shoot them just like any other mission. If your cargo is destroyed, you'll lose all of it. If you have multiple vehicles and one vehicle is destroyed, the vehicle that wasn't destroyed, those crates will go back to your warehouse, but the one that was destroyed, you'll lose. You'll lose the time and money you put into, buying those cargo. So just be careful. So we're almost here. I'm just going to drive into the yellow circle, same as any of the other ones. And there we go. Now the mission's complete. And it gave me the $52,000, some RP, and it says sold. So that's it. That's how you buy and sell special cargo. So once you've bought and sold a lot of special cargo, eventually the vehicle cargo will unlock. If you click that, it'll open up a map and you can see all the vehicle warehouses. These range from $1.5 million to $2.8 million. They're all exactly the same. So I would just buy the cheapest one, which is this one, the La Mesa Vehicle Warehouse. It's $1.5 million. You just buy it the same way you would any other thing. You just click buy over here. Once you buy it, it'll turn green, and you can click source vehicle here on the map, or go to the summary page and click source vehicle. You can only have one vehicle warehouse at a time, whereas with the special cargo warehouses you can have multiple. Click source vehicle, confirm, and it'll find a vehicle to steal. It'll give you a text telling you the vehicle, the value, and plate. I'm going to go to my garage and drive out. So just follow the yellow dot or whatever it tells you to do. Sometimes there'll be a blue car icon. Just follow what it prompts you to do. So with this mission, you just follow a car to where the actual one you want to steal is. So I'm just gonna do what it says. It says tell the crewman to the hideout, so I'm just gonna follow it. With these ones, you want to stay a little far back so they don't detect you. There's a little detection bar in the bottom. Every mission is different, so it might be this, it might be something else. You might just go steal a car from a parking lot and, just bring it back to the warehouse. Sometimes there are different things you have to do, like kill a bunch of enemies or something. So just follow what it prompts you to do. So once they get to the hideout, a little blue icon appeared. Just do whatever it prompts you again. So if they're enemies, just make sure you kill them all so they don't damage the car. Because if they damage it, then you have to pay the cost to repair it. See in the bottom it says repair cost. So let's say I crash, that'll go up. So you don't want to crash, or else you have to pay once you get back to the warehouse. So just try to drive really carefully. So once you get back to the warehouse, just drive it into the yellow circle. As you can see, my repair cost got pretty high. So when you drive it into the warehouse, and if you hit something and there's a repair cost, you'll pay however much money that is. If you want to sell a car, walk into the office here, press whatever it prompts you to do to sit down, and then another computer. A menu will pop up. It'll show you all the cars you have, and there are two tabs, export and collection. If you collect the X80 Proto, T20, and Osiris, and click export collection, you'll get an extra $35,000 in addition to the $100,000 you get for each car. But you need 2 other associates to help you deliver. If you don't have other associates with you, just go to export and find a car you want to export. I would only export top range vehicles because the other ones like standard and mid, if you fill your garage up completely with all the cars and then you only sell top range cars, when you source vehicles, it'll only give you top range cars. So I would only sell these, plus they give you the most money. I'm just going to export this one, and you click export here and export here. It'll give you 3 options: private, showroom, and specialist dealer. They pay $40,000 to $100,000. The $40,000 one is a profit of $40,000 because you don't invest any money into it. But the $100,000 one gives you a profit of $80,000, but because you invest $20,000 to mod it before selling it. I would always do the commission offer because $20,000 isn't too much money, but you do get $80,000 in return. So click it, click confirm, and then it'll give you some options. Tracker, just remove the tracker. Plate, change it to something else. Respray, just change the color. Performance upgrades, just one option. Bodywork, just change one thing at least. And just change at least one thing for wheels. So once you've changed everything some way, you just click confirm, enter, and it'll start the mission. So just follow the prompt. Other organizations, other players can see your vehicle, so you could use ghost organization, and just be careful. So if enemies start coming after you, I would get out of the car and get away from your car so they don't damage it and cost you money, because when they shoot it, it causes damage to it. With high-end cars, it's 4 waves of enemies. Medium, it's 3 waves, and with standard range, it's 2 waves of enemies. So once you kill all 4 waves, you can get back into your car and deliver it. You still have to be careful for other players that might want to destroy your car. Try not to crash either, because that reduces the amount of money you earn from it. So when you get to the drop-off point, just drive to the yellow circle and it'll say delivered. It'll show you, if you have multiple associates, it'll show you how much money each of them cost you. For me, it was just because those guys shot the car and cost $500. Once you've done that, the mission's over. That's it, and you earn your money. So as you do vehicle cargo missions, special vehicle work missions will start unlocking. These don't pay as much as the import-export missions do, but they do unlock trade prices in Warstock. So with the ramp buggy mission, let's go to Warstock. So on Warstock Cash and Carry, it costs $3,192,000. But if you complete the special vehicle work mission, it'll only cost you $2,400,000. So it'll save you money if you want to buy one of these vehicles. To start it, you just click Launch Mission and Confirm, and it'll start a mission just like any other. For these missions, you'll need 2 to 4 players, so you can't do these by yourself. And they'll pay $10,000 to $20,000 and some RP when you finish them. Same with any other mission, just follow the prompts. I'm not going to show an example in this video because they're all pretty straightforward, just like any other GTA 5 mission. And that's it. After a while of delivering and selling special cargo and vehicle cargo, you're going to be able to earn a lot of money. Special cargo and vehicle cargo are one of the best ways to earn money in GTA 5, other than maybe heists, but you should be able to earn a lot of money through this. So have fun earning money and playing these missions, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.